Hello class, till here we have completed what is a starting motor, what is a starting system and the types of starting motor. We know there are two type of starting systems are present. One is the manual starting system and another is the power starting system. So before going to each of them, first of all we must know at which location which system are supposed to supply or assist the power. Okay, so we already know this diagram which is presented on the slide. Okay, just we have to remember it how exactly power transmission take place in case of the geared motorcycle. So let's see, there is a piston which is reciprocating inside the combustion chamber or inside the cylinder. The piston is connected to connecting rod through gudgeon pin. Another end of connecting rod is connected to the crankshaft. This is a split type crankshaft. Half this crankshaft is supposed to split in two ends. One is the right side end, another is the left side end. The right side end entering to the clutch housing side, and the left side end are entering to the generator housing. Okay, so we know that two-wheeler gear engine system or the two-wheeler engine or power plant gets split into two half. One is the right side half and the left side half. So in that way, right side of the crankshaft is entered to the right side housing, that is called as a clutch housing, and the left side split end of the crankshaft is entered to the left side housing, that is called as a generator housing. Now let's see further. There is a two gear two reduction gear is there, or two reduction system is there. One that is known as a primary reduction, and second is the secondary reduction. Okay, so there is a one gear located on the crankshaft and another gear is located on the clutch housing basket. So you know that Z2 and Z1, the Z2 by Z1 is called as a primary gear ratio and Z6 by Z5 is called as a secondary gear ratio. We also know that Z2 are directly mounted on the clutch basket. Okay, and this clutch basket are rotating along with the Z2 because they are fixed to each other, but this clutch housing and the Z2 are free on this main shaft. This is the main shaft which is entering inside to the gearbox. The sum gear of the gear main shaft is supposed to communicate with the gear present on the drive shaft. So this drive shaft also called as a drive axle. This main shaft also called as a main axle. Afterwards, whatever the power reaches or conveyed to the drive shaft is passing to the rear axle via chain or via drive chain. So there is another gear issue comes, that is the small gear are supposed to or we can say small pinion supposed to rotate to responsible to rotate the rear big sprocket. So that is another gear reduction. Okay, so here whatever the gear reduction we have, that is Z6 by Z5. So in that way we are having the power transmission. Okay, so we are already familiar with how the clutch system engage or disengage in case of the multi-clutch system, so I'm not going to repeat this thing here. So our main question is come here, at which location which type of starting system should be connected. Okay, so I am starting with the first of all manual kickstart system. So manual kickstart system are majorly 99% is connected to right side of your right side housing of your motorcycle. And where exactly it is connected, it is normally connected or it is normally communicating with your Z2 gear. Okay, so I'm not going in detail how exactly kickstart arrangement is connected. We will see in next at that thing, but just for sake of time we should know at which location exactly our kick manual starting system supposed to assist the power, and at which location our power starting system supposed to assist the our engine for the cranking purpose. So at this location at this location at this location our power should be assisted to Z2, okay, via kick, and this Z2 get rotated, then Z1 get rotated. Z1 is directly mounted on the crankshaft, so piston will supposed to reciprocating inside the cylinder. So initial phases is completed, that is suction, compression, power, exhaust, and if the power is sufficient, that developed power is sufficient during that initial cranking cycle to uh, go further, that carry the friction losses and dynamic loading, then your engine supposed to start. Then that time you supposed to disengage this assistance, or you just remove the leg from your kick. Okay, so this is the one thing where we are connecting our, or where we are assisting a manual or human effort in order to initiate our cranking. Okay, now we will see at which location we are connecting our uh, power self start motor. Okay, so for self start we are using a left side. Okay, because at right side it is not necessary, the machine, those having kickstart, they should not have self start. It is there in case of some vehicle, you can see it having a self start as well as the power start, sorry, it having self start as well as a kick start. So if kick start is here, right side, then we can't make it very complex structure. It is not preferable to make very complex structure at right side. So for simplicity we are locating our self start arrangement at left side. So right side kickstart arrangement is there, and left side power start or self start look what assistant is there. Okay, so here our magneto is there. Okay, this magnet is connected on the crankshaft. So whenever I am rotating the magneto, that time crankshaft supposed to rotate. When crankshaft supposed to rotate, that time connecting rod transmitting that rotation to the piston, and piston start to reciprocating. So our initial cycle get done by that assistance. Okay, so here our self start motor are, suppose this is our self start motor. Through this motor we are driving a gear present behind the magneto. Okay, so this is a pinion coming out from the self start motor. This rotating this ring is fixed with the magnet. If magnet rotates, crankshaft rotate, connecting rod convey that power to the piston. Piston is supposed to reciprocate, and initial cycle done. So in that way, in case of the kick start or manual arrangement, we are locating assistance, or we are locating that starting system at right side for the manual purpose. And for power assistant we are using a left side housing. Okay, so this is our power type assistant side, and this is our manual type assistant. And third most important side, that is whenever these both are not working, we are having push start, or we can say dhakka start. Just make the one of the gear engage. Okay, sit on the vehicle and just push it. So in that way this tire supposed to rotate. When tire rotates, it rotates is responsible to convey that chain responsible to convey that rotational power to the drive axle. Gear which is engaged, that transmit the power to main axle responsible to rotate through clutch housing to Z1. Z1 responsible to rotate connecting rod responsible to rotate our piston. Now this is the third option what we have, that is dhakka start. Okay, so in that way, or we can say in this via these three way, we can start our vehicle. One is the manual, that is kick. One is the power, that is self. And is the dhakka start, again human effort. Okay, so in this way we have completed, or we have gone through at which location which kind of assistance we can offer to our engine to initiate their initial cranking. Okay, thank you.